Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. Just gonna go over some numbers for the young Dolph incident by request. Somebody sent me a message, was just curious, figured I'll just check it out, and I guess I found a few numbers I would share. So I made this post on my Patreon, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on it as well. Young Dolph and the Hebrew calendar. So by request, on today's episode of The Numbers No One Will Tell You About, we have a shooting in Memphis for a rapper, a Memphis-based rapper who was born in Chicago, I believe it is. His name is Young Dolph, which sums to 133 and 34 in two of the four base ciphers involving a Hebrew practice called Gematria. Coincidentally, today is the 13th day of the third month on the Hebrew civil side of the calendar, written 13/3 like 133. His name, Young Dolph, 133. Young Dolph's last album release was in the month of August 2020, last year. And from the release date of that album to today's shooting is a distance of 1 year, 3 months, and 3 days. Kind of like the number 133. This being the 13th day of the third month, like 133. His name, Young Dolph, 133. Today is the 13th day of the ninth month on the Hebrew religious side, aka the ecclesiastical side. Written 13/9, like 139. And mathematics tells us that 139 is the 34th prime number. And this shooting took place in quote-unquote Memphis, which sums to 34. Young Dolph, 133 and 34. The number written out, 34, sums to 56, 110, 160. And his name, Young Dolph, sums to 56 and 34. 34 sums to 56. And he was killed in front of Makeda's homemade butter cookies, which sums to 110 and 160, just like the number 34 sums to 110 and 160, as well as 56. Young Dolph, 56 and 34. 13th day of the fourth month. 13th day of the ninth month, 139, the 34th prime. The shooting took place in Memphis, Tennessee, which sums to 72. Today being the 72nd day of the Hebrew civil year. The 13th day of the third month. Young Dolph, 133, shot in Memphis, Tennessee, 72, the 72nd day. It's also a day leaving 312 left in the Hebrew civil year. And Young Dolph's last birthday for his life this year just so happened to have landed on the 312th day of the Hebrew civil side of the year. So he dies on a day leaving 312 on the Hebrew civil, and his last birthday for this year was on the 312th day for the Hebrew civil. Now, of course, there are tons of other Gregorian connections that you can make as well. For example, Young Dolph sums to 137, mathematically the 33rd prime number. Today does have 33 date numerology on the Gregorian. The words 33 does sum to 60. And he was killed in front of Makeda's homemade butter cookies, which sums to 281, the 60th prime number. But these are normal connections that you'll see everywhere else. No need for me to get into it. I will say that everyone else is going to be talking about most likely the number 56. That would probably be the primary focus of most people's interest when it comes to this thing. But wanted to share these numbers because I know you won't find them anywhere else. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully you learned something. If not, no big deal. If you hate this kind of stuff, no big deal. If you like this kind of stuff, no big deal. If you're happy with your life, no big deal. If you hate your life, no big deal. Just no big deal. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day or night.